Happy Saturday. Today is Saturday, January 30th, week 4 of 2021. We've had a great week. I hope you have too. Our week started off on Sunday. I personally have been dealing with a bit of a cold, so I've had a cough that I've been trying to get rid of. One of my favorite ways to do that is with a mixture of ginger, honey, and lemon in hot water. So I've been drinking a lot of that lately, and it really helps, kind of warms me up and just helps get my cough moving in the right direction. Also picked up a humidifier, and that's been helping a lot with sleep, and just the dry air of winter really kind of makes it harder to get over a bit of a cough. On Monday, I was curious because the boys were talking about something on TikTok. I guess the thing lately is sea shanties, which are really old sailor songs that were work songs to help the crew on a big sailing ship all work together when they needed to pull the ropes to bring the sails up or to bring them down or to roll them up or any of the various things where they all needed to work in unison. They used these work songs called sea shanties. Well, I guess they're a big deal on TikTok right now, and people are doing a lot of duets with them and adding additional harmonies. So I found a guy online talking about the sea shanties, and I wish I could remember his name. Maybe I'll be able to look it up and put it in the editing here. It was kind of funny to me that the one that's the most popular on TikTok right now, don't remember the name of that either, is actually technically not a sea shanty. That was kind of funny, but it is neat to see what's happening on TikTok. It's a creative thing that a lot of people are getting into, and they're learning a little bit about history in the process of it all. On Monday, also, I somehow got curious about the history of the guitar. I just was curious because we've got some guitars around the house I've wanted to learn how to play from time to time, but never really got around to that. Of course, I hang out with my friend Cody, and he's a really good guitar player. And I just kind of wondered, where did the guitar actually come from? So I did find a video on that by a guy named Rob Scallon, and he talked all about the history all the way back to, what was it called? The Arabic oud. Brought that all the way up to the modern guitar through various different phases that it went through over time. I found that pretty interesting. I just like to know the history of things. Every once in a while, I'll look something up like that. On Wednesday, woke up to some beautiful snow on the ground again. We have had an interesting winter so far. We've had more incidents of snow, not a lot of snow accumulatively, but we've had more incidents of snow in this particular winter than we've had, 4 or 5 years from what I can recall. So since it was so nice on Wednesday morning, I got the 360 camera out and put that on top of the car and drove around through some of the neighborhoods. On Wednesday, I was talking with Ben about his thoughts about going into 9th grade this next year. He actually just got his class schedule. So he was on the phone talking with his best friend Declan, and they were trying to get their classes lined up so they could be in similar, if not the same, classes with each other. Turns out they're actually going to be in quite a few classes together, plus they also play baseball together. So they're really excited about that. Looking forward to starting his freshman year this coming fall. On Thursday, I was on a conference call for work, and I had 3 different engineers on the phone with me, all from 3 different countries. One from Costa Rica, one from Romania, and one from India. It was such a cool call with all of these different accents and the different countries represented and the different time zones. I started off the call by saying good morning, and then I went, oh, wait a second, it might not be morning where you're at. And they laughed. We were able to get the work done that we needed to get done and coordinate. And it's fascinating to me that because of the way, I know you hear me say it all the time, but because of the way technology is today, 4 of us from 4 different countries were all able to get together at the exact same time live and work on an issue and get it fixed. It was a lot of fun. On Friday, in keeping with our crazy weather that we have around here, we got back up to 50 degrees and sunny outside. All the snow pretty much melted except for the stuff that was really in the shade. That's weather here in Southwest Missouri. On Friday at lunch, Cody came over and we did some editing of the videos of him playing guitar. And he wants to put some of these on TikTok. And so we wanted to change the orientation of them from our typical, like this screen here, to doing the portrait type of thing. And since I use iMovie for all of my editing, I like to keep things as simple as possible. I wanted to find out if iMovie was capable of doing that. The solution was actually a lot simpler than we thought. Really, all you had to do was just flip the image on its side and cut out just the middle portion, render it like that, and then rotate it 90 degrees when we got done with the entire thing. So that turned out to be pretty easy. Hopefully pretty soon Cody will have some of that out on TikTok and I'll be able to share some links to that. We're also going to do the same videos on his YouTube channel. When I have all of that ready, I'll put out links for everybody. This morning, Saturday, I talked with Zach about schooling, see how he's doing with that. He said that they were working on the big diesel engine transmissions this week. He had a little frustration with, what was it called, snap rings or something that's inside of there. I don't know what those are. I'd have to look them up and see if there was a video out there about them. He said those were a little frustrating because kind of difficult to put in place or something like that. But he's really enjoying all of his schooling, and I'm so thrilled to see him being so happy with what he's doing. Well, that wraps up this week. This is the last Saturday in January. So we're saying goodbye to January of 2021. Have a great week. We'll see you next week.